So the Houston Cougars are representing the Big 12, not just in the Final Four, but in the national championship game tonight. And I'm willing to say probably going to win the national championship after that stunning comeback against Duke. I mean, one of the all-time Final Four games. What was that? Like, they were dead in the water when Tugler hits the ball. He's defending an out of bounds. I think they're already down 6. I'm like, this game is over. And that Big 12 fight, it never dies, man. Good for them. Like, that was an unbelievable effort. And it got even better in the postgame. Kelvin Sampson, a class act, but not afraid to speak his mind. And he had the quote of the tournament in the postgame interview. He says this, quote, "I hear what people say. Duke this, Duke that. Duke's great. John Shire's awesome. But don't sleep on Houston. Don't sleep on Houston. We weren't 34-4 playing in the Toy Poodle League." What is the Toy Poodle League? Who even says that? He goes, "We were 19-1 in the Big 12. Playing in the Big 12 helped us. Shout out to my Big 12 brethren. Shout out to you, Kelvin Sampson. I don't root for you guys just because you're in the Big 12, but I'm happy to see a Big 12 team there again, with a chance to cap off a national championship for the third different team in this conference in 5 years. And we know there would have been a 4th and 6, not a different team, but Kansas or Baylor would have won it in 2020, and each of them won in the next 2 years. But this conference is still the best in America. And Kelvin Sampson's going to let you know on the court when you think the game's done, and then he's going to really let you know afterwards, the Toy Poodle League. I don't even know what that means, but I can infer it means your league sucks, ACC. You know why? Because it does. That doesn't mean Duke's not a great team. They rolled past everybody, but that league stunk. And it's embarrassing that Baylor lost to an ACC team in the tournament last year. But shout out to Kelvin Sampson, because not only is he propping up the University of Houston, he's taken that basketball program to heights it hasn't seen in 40 years and has had a huge hand in elevating that school, not just being a commuter school, Coug High at UH. Kelvin Sampson has a huge hand in turning that around and being a legit Big 12 R1 school through athletics. And the other guy was a big hand in that, the guy who hired Kelvin Sampson. It's all coming up Baylor. Baylor AD Mac Rhodes had a huge role in that as well. But in a year where all the national media could talk about was the SEC and Duke. SEC, Cooper Flag. That was it. In a year where we heard that the whole time, while meanwhile, the Big 12 has had 1 seed caliber teams the whole way through. Whether it's Houston, it was Iowa State for a lot of the season. They fell off. Tech could have, they were playing 1 seed caliber for a lot of the season. Arizona was playing 1 seed caliber for part of the season. Kansas played in the league. But you had legit top tier teams that could make the Final Four. Tech was an eyelash away from it. And Houston's here, and it sounded like that was part of the message. Like Kelvin Sampson going Herb Brooks, "I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team Duke has. Screw them." Like, that's clearly part of the messaging. Maybe not like, "Hey, let's do this one for the Big 12 guys," but let's show them how we play basketball. Let's shut them up. Let's show the Toy Poodle League how we do this thing. Shout out to you, Kelvin Sampson. We're all behind you now, if we weren't already. Like, look, I'm not losing sleep tonight or Monday night. I'm not losing sleep if Houston does not win the national championship. It's good for Baylor to have a 1-up. But the fact that he stood up and said, "You know what? Our conference, not just our conference is legit, our conference is better than yours. Our conference is better than the crap that we've been getting all season." I like that. And I think he probably takes personal offense to it because, like I said on the show last week, this talk was not like everyone knew the Big 12 was the very best in America before Houston got in here. And then Houston got in here and ran it for 2 years. An AAC team came in and ran it and have earned it. And now America's like, well, no, it's Big 12. That's yesterday's news. They're here, man. And if they knock out the SEC to win this whole damn thing, that would be really poetic. Really poetic. And by the way, even if they don't, one last note before we get you out of here. Even if they don't, this is from Jeff Fuller on Twitter. Even with a Houston loss, the Big 12 will have the highest tourney winning percentage this year at about 2/3, 66.7%. SEC would be second, 5 points behind them. And if Houston wins, they'll win 71.4%, the Big 12. And the SEC will be third. That's where we measure. That's where we measure teams. That's how we have to measure conferences. Who's doing it in March? No one else is about to do 3 in 5 years, 3 different teams. You can't touch that. It's been a long time since the conference has done that. I'll give you the last time. It was between 2001 and 2005 in the ACC. I think that's got to be right? Duke, Maryland, and then 2005 it was Carolina. Anyway, shout out to Kelvin Sampson because shout out to the Big 12. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Should you be rooting for Houston in the national championship game because of that Big 12 logo? And if not, why not? I'm interested to hear both sides. Again, I'm not losing sleep over if they lose or not, win or not, but I love that Kelvin Sampson did this. So let me know in the comments below. Tweet at us at Locked On Baylor if you're listening to us wherever you get your podcasts, because this is the #1 source for Baylor sports news every weekday. We are here on YouTube and then wherever you get your podcasts.